All right, greetings to the whole TBC community. This is Michael Agbeka, one of the many voices in TBC, and I'm here tonight with my great leaders from Ghana, and it's always a privilege for us to come together again to discuss and learn on how we can move the TBC community forward in Ghana. So that's the reason why we keep having this training and meeting day after day after day. And once again, it's all about our 4th anniversary and the Fun Day Out in Ghana. Those of us that will be listening to this audio later, the Fun Day Out is on the 19th, which is just next week Thursday. I'm so happy, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that day. Just next week Thursday, 19th of March, which is the Fun Day Out, and on the 21st, which is Saturday, 21st of March, next week Saturday, that is the 4th anniversary. That is the day that TBC, the Billion Coin, will be 4 years, 4 good years, which means that we are far gone. We are far gone, and TBC is no more coming back. As we look on the block today, admin is more serious, and now his mind is right up. Everything is giving us directions and warning us against the scammers. Now you can see Kama also on the block, that those that are scamming people in TBC community, those that are giving the wrong information, Kama will catch up with them. If that is from the TBC admin, then what else do we expect again? Do we have to think that TBC is a scam? No. If it's a scam, then the Kama will catch the admin itself. So now you see, there's no doubt, since it's coming from the admin, we all need to what? Wake up and do the community. Admin is in for real. Admin is in for real. We have humanity at heart. So tonight, without wasting much time, we have few things that we'll be talking about this evening. And one main reason is about how to get more people, especially how to get new sign-up, and also the old people that are in the community, how we can embark on them, encourage them, cushion them on how to come on board. Because I was discussing something with admin this morning. Most of the challenge we are having, I received a lot of calls from many people in Ghana here. I met a lot also yesterday, few days ago. And the issue why, and the reason why the community is not that effective is that most of the people don't know how to sign up new people. Most of the people don't even know how to pay their back office. So as the leaders of this great community, admin will be releasing a blog on that, but I want us to get a note on that, on how we can get these people on board. Firstly, admin says that when the people come, when we sign the people on board, the first thing we need to do is to go to the back office and open the PDF for them. Tell them should go and read about the PDF, which is about the Bitcoin contest. They should go and read and get more knowledge, more understanding about the PDF, which is at the back office. Most people don't know what is going on. So I believe in that. When we get them on board through that, I know most of us, the leaders here know about that. Most of us, the leaders here, are always educating our downlines on that. But now we want it to be more effective, because that is the spot that is missing right now in the group. And also, last time Mr. John, I was discussing with him, and he was talking to me on that same thing, that now we need to educate our people on how they can use the admin credit to get, because now we are being given 10 admin credit every week. So the strategy now we are using is that the people we have that we want to talk to about TBC, let's bring them on board on that 4th anniversary. Let's bring them on board on the fun day out. Let's bring them on board for them to come and see on that day. Let's sign them up. Let's sign them up on that day. And thirdly, one of the things we need to do this thing about is that how we need to teach the people on how they can renew their account, or who they can get in touch to for their account to be renewed. Because most of them don't know that you can even make your payment through a cash center at the back office. So I believe that what we need to do right now, or after this anniversary or before this anniversary, is that we need to be focused more on the people, on building the community. The reason why Ghana, we have fallen behind is because of the renewal. The people are not able to renew their account. It is not because they don't have the money, but the way they will go about it. I tell you, if it's not because of this fun day anniversary we are planning and the 4th anniversary, the fun day out and the 4th anniversary, most people will not have the way to renew their account. I renew about 12 people in which after they've registered for TBC, they are not able to renew their account. And I didn't even talk to them. They were like, Mr. Mike, please, how do I renew my account? The people are willing, but the reason being that the leaders, the people that bring them on board, did not educate them on how they can go about it. Did not educate them. And some of us, the leaders here also, I was talking to, I've renewed a leaders here, the downlines account just this week. A leader here right now, I renewed the downlines account. I believe that the leader might receive the bounty, but I don't know how the downline has renewed their account. So today, before I was telling the downline, my brother, this is your upline. So please go and consult him. You know, it is not as the leaders are our fault. We are doing our work. But all I'm asking right now is that we should get back on them. We should get back on them. They are reading from the platforms. But I tell you, some of them don't take everything. They don't read everything fully. Some don't take everything we put on the platform. They don't read it fully. I was able to get more people yesterday through calls. I called most of my downlines one-on-one. I explained to them what is coming, why they shouldn't meet their spot in the mass adoption. And yesterday, they made their payment instantly. So it works. So please, let's embark on that. I'm saying this with other leaders because, I'm saying this again, I renew a leader here, the downline account. I renew the account of a leader here. So please, we need to take note of it. Some of us, we might have downlines plenty. But the fact is that the time, we see that we always post on the platform. We always post on the platform, but all I can say is that we should go to the back office and call them one after the other. Remember that money, we are getting bounty in that. And lastly, the last thing we will talk about, then we can all contribute, is the training. The training for them. Now, this is what we want to do. After the anniversary, we want to have intensive training. It will be Zoom trainings every week, at least twice or thrice a week for the community here in Ghana. I'm working on that. The training will be done for the community here in Ghana, and also there can be an office training and live training. So these are the few things that I want us to look into. And also, after we bring them on board, we show them how they can use their TBC on the merchant. As we know, we the leaders, we are coming up with merchant that they can spend their TBC on. So these are the few challenges that are blocking our growth right now in Ghana. I think, and I believe strongly, that as we've come together, Ghana, we are going to take our position again. I'm working towards that very, very seriously. And I can see most of the leaders also on the leadership board, which are also doing their best. I congratulate all the leaders for that, for all our efforts. And I believe that in no time, we will take our position back. I can tell you what we are doing, the community of Ghana are waking up. So thank you all. Let me take some contribution. If you have anything to say, any contribution or any suggestion, please you can indicate. So you talk, sir. Please, any suggestion regarding what the things that I've said so far? Okay, we have Pastor Isaac. Pastor Isaac, please, you can unmute yourself, sir.
Okay. Congratulations, great leader. And we appreciate your hard work and your focus. You are actually on point. No one will make the community better for us. We have to make it better and enjoy it ourselves. And now I think you're on the right point. Most of our people lack education.
Yeah.
And one thing I also want us to do, we should try to explore. There are some people, you see them, you think maybe when you push them, they will not enter the bottle. But when you push them, you see that they are very light.
Yeah.
They enter very easily. Yeah, because I just won a journalist yesterday.
Wow.
And today he sent me a link. He have registered 15 people. 15.
Wow.
I won.
That's powerful.
Ooh, that is great.
I won a teacher to, I think that was last Friday. No, last Thursday. And today he has also registered 9 people. And all these people they are bringing in are not small boys. They are bringing great people in the community.
Big fish.
And they look more, they're big fish, big fishes. And they look more determined and more serious than the previous people we've been wasting our time on.
Okay.
The journalist, for instance, it took me less than 15 minutes and he just got the concept.
Wow.
So we have to push hard and then talk to people in the high rank. Tomorrow I'll be talking to a CEO who has invited me to his office. So these are some caliber of people when we get, they can carry your people. It's not easy. We don't build communities with them because they find it very difficult to understand and then follow.
Yeah.
So it is a good idea. We should try to awaken those who are sleeping. We should also try to get out there and reach out to the big fishes. And I think when we send our direction to teachers, masters, journalists, and these politicians, it'll work because they have great followers. So it's a good idea. We all have a responsibility to play in this agenda. And one thing I have seen is that if we are able to utilize our admin credit to the maximum, like every month, at least minimum bring 30, every month 30. By the time this mass adoption is over, you'll be having over 500 people under you. Yeah. And these people that are under you, at least, let's say, if 50 of them are to renew the account, it's a great deal. It's a great deal. So we have to work hard and then see it as business. We shouldn't just do it as a philanthropic or kind of work. It should be business. With this one is business. So it involves money. So we should involve our spirit, involve ourselves, involve our time, and train them. That is the most important thing we have to do. And then I want to also chip in this. You know, when we came in, frankly speaking, the 21st century platforms really helped us. I have to be sincere. And after the 21st century platforms are no longer for TBC, we don't have a centralized TBC platform now in Ghana. We could even get a Telegram. You see, a community of over 100,000, and we don't have a Telegram group. So this is also worrying. So I believe we should find any means and then push the Telegram, even if possible, we should get a centralized platform which does not belong to any individual or group of people. Good, so that we can all push that link far and wide and then bring majority to the Telegram. If we think people are not on Telegram, we can create that similar WhatsApps WhatsApp 123 so that we can abandon or disable some of the WhatsApp groups that are not too functional. And then we all belong to, you see, nowadays, when you are sending a post, you have to send it in pieces to this group, to this group, to this group, of which we could put most of them together and make it more broad, especially a Telegram group will help. So that when the newbies, when they come in, they will be there and then they will be learning from the interaction, because that is how I grew in the community. I learned a lot on the 21st century. The interaction, people question, people answers, I was just picking the concept from there. By the time I realized, and when Michael also came in to support, I was just in so easily. So this is my suggestion now.
Okay, thank you very much, Pastor Isaac. That was a very, very great contribution. Before I come to Mr. Prosper, the Telegram group, I've already created it already, and Mr. Prosper is on it. Madam Julie also is on it, but they are not aware. If they like, they should go on Telegram and go and check. I've created it. I want it should come on the 4th anniversary. That is where we can announce it. So we all can be on one platform, as you made mention earlier. I believe now the platforms are a lot. They are very, very a lot. So we want to make it that we all want to be on one platform. After that, in which we can be on Telegram and WhatsApp. But WhatsApp, if it's WhatsApp, the whole Ghana community will be on one WhatsApp, 1, 2, 3, up to any listen that it can contain. By the Telegram, most of us, the majority of the exhibitions can be on the Telegram, because right now there is a fire in the Ghana community right now. Now one is not resting anymore. One is not resting anymore until we achieve what we want to achieve. So I believe now where we've reached now, all we need now is just we meeting, bringing ideas together. So I thank you, Pastor, very much for this great contribution and for this great idea. So please, okay, Pastor, Mr. Prosper, please, you can come, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, you have he has unmuted himself. Let me work on it for him.
I'm on live.
Okay, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Before I make my submission, I want to ask or maybe congratulate. I know most of us have not been able to watch the weekly this thing. Maybe there's I've not read the back of the blog today. On behalf of myself and my colleague and friends, I want us to congratulate our leader Mike concerning the Bitcoin bounty. If you check it,
Bitcoin contest.
Bitcoin contest or whatever we can call.
Thank you.
If everybody have watched it, you will see a position of where our leader has been. He's been climbing higher, which means he's doing a great. It's like one boxer, winning a trophy for the whole nation. So Mike has been lifting Ghana's flag on high in terms of the Bitcoin contest. So we say, Michael, kudos. We salute you for that. Yes.
Thank you,
Yesterday, he was keenly contested. He didn't take it easy at all.
I'm telling you.
Pastor Isaac,
that kind of. He wasn't expecting.
Pastor Isaac was in the night with me. Immediately the contest, and he comes and said, "Oh, Mike, the lady, where from this lady?" Oh.
You think people are sleeping? People are not sleeping. The whole game starts at 12 o'clock. Before 30 minutes to 12 o'clock is the main game.
Wow.
So when I knew he was going to win easily. I knew he was going to win easily. And he told me, well, if others don't have bullet. And I said, I'm not sure they have bullet. And people from nowhere. Even those 3 people, they were not in the category at all.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, they just came in the evening and then they overtook those who have been leading from Tuesday.
No problem. All the same, we've gotten our position. We thank God in the life of Michael for the great job he has been doing. Yes, I be like, yeah, when in the comments of we bringing in new people, I just want to give a testimony. What just happened to me, I mean, in my office this evening, or let's say today. There are two. The old members, I've been talking to them sometimes. It's like, oh, well, we are waiting.
Hello.
So I think I'm clear. I hope you are hearing me now.
Yes,
Oh, we
please.
can hear
We
you.
can hear you, sir.
Okay. So I saw one of them has bought a washing machine. So I asked her, how much is it? She mentioned it. And I said, but you have money and you use people money to go and buy a washing machine. Once you can use your TBC to buy. He said, how? I just gave her a little idea and show her this and that and that. And I said, look, there's a lot of, how did you get money? She said, oh, through network. And I said, look, you are doing networking business. Why there's a chunk of money in your own project and you are not doing anything? There's Bitcoin contest, Bitcoin bounty. What? She sat, could not believe it. And I'm telling you, she has promised even to come on the 21st anniversary.
Great.
You know, these are some of the things like Michael was saying. If we get a good message to encourage them, they will come in. Another testimony is my boss and the secretary. I've been talking to them about TBC, but because of the past experiences, they were a little bit skeptical and they're afraid. So today I showed them the Philippines, how they were shopping with these Kringles with the supermarket here and there, and they opened their mouth. Wow. He said, so you mean this thing, some people are accepting it? And so, if very soon Ghana, you see life, you understand. So whether new or old, it depends on the message we carry across and we give it to them.
Yeah.
Like Pastor said, yeah, it depends the way you talk. In a few minutes, you see that people will be convinced. So my little advice to us and for all of us is that we need to build ourselves very well. Like Michael said, how can you pay somebody's downlines, renew his account for him? It means that person is not working. You understand? Other person doesn't know. So we need to build ourselves very well. Before you can approach somebody, it means you know what you are going to talk. You are confident in what you are going to say. So that's a little I will say about it. We need to educate ourselves to understand the system very well, so that when you are talking, you are bold and you know where you are standing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prosper. So now, the word now in TBC right now, we are no more forcing people to register them. Now we are inviting them. We are inviting them to come and see Abundant. We are inviting that is why now the admin credit is there to register them for free. Now we are not supposed to focus on taking money from the people before registering them.
Yeah.
We register them with the admin credit for free. When they get the TBC in their wallet, we told them, hello, my brother, my sister, you are part of the mass adoption team. This is a chance for you to secure your position. Do you know what the mass adoption team means? We said no. Then you explain. These are the people that are going to take control of the economy. The admin cannot build this alone. That is why the admin has created the mass adoption. It's getting the mass adoption team so we can handle the economy. But it is not about when either you come early or you come late. It is about who is working. It is not about who is there before who. It is about who is doing what is supposed to be done in the community. So now we are inviting people into the community now. When they come and see the Abundant, I tell you, just invite them. When they see the Abundant, they will follow you themselves. If they don't believe, invite them, register them, put them on the platform. Education. There is going to be an effective training after this 4th anniversary in Ghana here. There's going to be training every week for the TBCians in Ghana. Training every week, live, either off Zoom. We'll be having a Zoom on every week, twice or thrice a week, to wake the team. There are things hidden that they don't know. Things are hidden in the system that people don't know. So without wasting my time, we have Mr. John here. So Mr. John, please, we want to hear from you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Michael. This is something that I want to discuss as leaders today. I think we have to check our approach, especially how can you invite people to embrace their abundance. Now, Adimi have seen the concept. TBC is no more an investment; it's a job. So, if you look at the highest paid job in Ghana, when I Google it today, the highest paid job in Ghana is 2,200 Ghana cedis. And if you look at it, when you want to employ people to work for you in TBC, you need to check the retirement analysis. How much are you paid in a month? If you are being paid, let's say $200 in a month, divide the $200 by the wallet fee, will give you the number of people you need to register in a month in order to get that salary or income. And Admi said something, he said, we are, our income ladder is more better than the regular job. So please, I want us to keep on pointing the job aspects, how to do the work and you get paid, the Bitcoin bounty. Because the Bitcoin bounty is people want instant money. So I think if we can focus on the job, we have a job for you. This is a very big project that we can pay you from this level up to this level based on the activities you keep on doing in a month. Do you know in TBC community, when you don't do the job, we don't pay you. But in a normal corporation, if you don't work hard, they can fire you. We don't fire, but we don't pay you. So you have to do the work. And I suggest that in order to enjoy TBC mostly, we need an office. You need an office to keep on training people, like how IMBE and other part of the leaders or other leaders are doing all over the world. The office will help us because the people coming on board, you meet somebody, you explain TBC to, you register through them on Facebook, you pick them from Facebook, maybe you invite them to your office. And I'm in good in when it comes to digital marketing. I've done that recently, just last week, and I'm able to get about 50 people who apply for job, which I have their details and everything that from next week going, I'm going to manage to reach them. Some are coming from Kumasi, some are coming from North, which I can capture them into my system. Which, if you see, the people are programmed in a way that wages, they like wages than profits. That is why they say profits are better than wages. Wages gives you what? A living, but profit gives you a fortune. So we have to tell them the job mentality. TBC have a job for them. And I think when you program them with the job mentality, you need only 2 people to break even. If they do that, they can keep on in the system. So the job approach is one of the best that I think Adimi hammered it to me just today, because we need to start broadcasting about the job, because there are young guys, energetic guys who need a job. If you look at our economy right now, most of the jobs have declined and people still at home with their degree and they need something to do. So at least we can put effort there and get more people into the community. Mr. Michael, what do you think?
Yeah, what you are saying is the truth, because you see, from the beginning, the first thing I made mention also is that when the people come on board, we should direct them directly into the PDF at the back office. That as you go home, keep on reading about it. What is the PDF about? It is about the job aspect. It is about the Bitcoin contest. Some of us don't know. Let me share quickly. Let me share my screen quickly. If you come to marketing, if it's there, you click on the PDF.
Yeah, please, we cannot see it.
That is where the change about the job aspect is. So it's loading. I'll do that. when we click on the PDF, can we see it? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello.
the screen
Hello?
is not
Are we there?
sharing.
We're watching, we're following. We haven't seen it
Okay.
yet.
Okay, so let me share it now. I believe my screen is showing now.
No.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, we can see it.
okay. So the PDF, we ask them to go and check it on the PDF. This is where the PDF is. So they should click on it. They should click on it and download it. When they download that, the informations are there. Let me show it. Gosh. Okay. So here is it. Here it was 10 minutes. That is where the PDF is. And it talks about a job. TBC is all about providing jobs to the people now. That is what TBC is all about now. So we need to do it. And we can do it because the credit is being given to us.
Yes.
Hey, Bishop. Hey, now, what's since when? Okay. Yeah. And it's just here. Oh, that. It's yes. It's and do that house. Okay. I see. I'm not for system no power. Thank God. Pray for the grass and about to be. And I be yet. Zoom meeting.
Hello, Mr. Michael.
It's like we've lost our host.
Yes, I'm back now. I'm having a little big challenge. My other network finished. So I don't know if anybody have any suggestion. We have a Technos Part 3. If you are here, please your name. Then we want to hear some contribution from you, sir. Just very brief.
Oh, it's Reverend Abundance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Rev.
yes, it's Reverend Abundance. My network was disturbing me on the laptop, so I had to use the phone one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So please, any suggestion or any contributions, sir?
Well, I think we are on course, and I think, like you said, introducing people onto the Zoom meeting will also help them to understand TBC very well. It's just that people will miss the opportunity whilst they are closer to the opportunity. And so
Yeah.
I think if we introduce them to the Zoom meeting and they attend, it will be a very good platform to understand the concept of TBC and where TBC is going. They think it's not true. They think they haven't understood what is even about to happen in the world at large. And so the training is more important, that we as leaders will talk to them to try as much as possible to join the Zoom meeting so that they can be informed and get the information. Yeah,
Okay.
so thank you very much, and congratulations to you for your second position on the Bitcoin Bounty contest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, God bless you.
Please, we have Madam Julie, the only woman in our midst. Please, we want to hear something from you, ma. Contribution or any suggestion, ma.
Okay, good evening. Good evening, all of you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay. I like what you talked about, the training for new members. It's very, very important that that is done. A lot of people can't do things in TBC. TBC cryptocurrency is just beyond them. They can't just think. All they want is spend money. They want to spend money. So I think at the point, the stage where TBC has already reached, for me, it's very hopeful. It makes it a bit easier to encourage somebody. Because if you're encouraging somebody to keep moving and you have no idea when they will really reach where they can spend, it's hard. Because you can see they're suffering as well, but they're too tired to follow. So the stage where TBC has reached now is very encouraging. I'm very happy about it. It's easy to wake them up. You have something to say to get them to wake up. As they wake up, you realize they don't know where things have reached and they don't know how to do a whole lot of things. And this situation about employing people into TBC, seeing it as an employment and coming in, is something that will encourage them. Because like Admin said, the people have been programmed in a manner to seek employment. So a lot of them who are, while they're waiting for the TBC, if you can come up with, okay, I'm going to employ you to work and then get paid. You'll be ready to learn. You'll be ready to be trained. They are used to that kind of thing. They love it. So yes, we have to come up with that. A training session, perhaps on Zoom, and show them how to do it. If they're able to get some bounty here and there, take care of their needs and their admin fees, it will take a lot of pressure off them. Because right now they're under pressure. They've been pinned down. They don't want to hear anything except you say there's a store where they'll go and do shopping, or there's money to withdraw. So at this point, talk about, okay, I'm going to employ you to do this, and you're going to be paid this, but you are going to be trained about this time. They're ready for the training. I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Congratulations. Contest.
Thank you very much.
Winning it. Okay, thank you guys.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. That's a very wonderful contribution.
For now.
So please, what we need to preach more is about the Bitcoin contest and the Bitcoin bounty.
Yeah,
Make them know there's a lot of
contest.
abundance in the system. The Bitcoin contest and the Bitcoin bounty. Let's preach about that. The Bitcoin contest is a self-contained program. We don't need the coin to work. We don't need the coin to make the Bitcoin contest to work. It is a self-contained program. So please, and then the Bitcoin bounty, make them feel, we should make them feel the power of the bounty. So please, all those people we know, our leaders that we know, let's wake them all up. Let's encourage them. Yesterday was Sunday. I was with one bishop, and then he will be coming for the program also. They were all down in TBC, but I went there yesterday to encourage them back again, and they paid their wallet fee yesterday. They are ready, so they say on this Thursday they will make me to come, talk to more people about it, and also to get a ticket for them to come for the venue. Until we go out, nothing happened. So please, let's make it happen. We are already on course. We are at the point. We are at the end of whatever we have been doing. All we need now is the unity, one mind, the love to always guide us. So please, any contribution again or any suggestion?
Yeah. And sorry, let me
contribution or any suggestion?
Yeah, remember, let's keep on using this word. We are hiring. We are hiring people to do the work. We are hiring people to get to work in the community to enjoy an income like this. Hiring is the best word admin say we have to use. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir. Thank you, Mr. John. Madam Julie, please, you can come now.
Okay. There is something else that has caused the stagnation also, which is those who believe getting down lines, paying admin fee, and getting half the money as bounty. They see it like a network marketing, and they just defeated themselves out of the whole setup. So those people too are a problem. How to get their minds off that that situation.
This is what we tell them. TBC is not network marketing, but it pays better. And in TBC, if you did not get anybody on board, your coin is not affected. Your TBC is in your wallet. If you don't want to make an instant money now, if you don't want to be making money now, then be there and watch us build a community for you to enjoy. That is what admin said on the blog today. If you will not help us build a community, if you see it to be a network marketing, because Bitcoin is mined by the computer. How is Bitcoin mined? By the computer, with the computer. But TBC is mined by the people. So the more people are joining the TBC community, the more the TBC coin is being mined. So if they see it to be network marketing, say, oh, please don't worry, just relax. Your coin is in your wallet. Use your coin on the merchant. If you don't want to spend your coin, if you don't want to be earning additional Bitcoin or additional income from the system, no problem at all. It is not a must for you to pay your wallet fee. It is not a must for you. Be there and watch us build a system. But know that there is a advantage for you also if you are helping us to build a system. Because remember, when we got to our full-blown economy, you are going to make extra money attached to the one you have in your wallet based on the people that you have under you. Because when your people are renewing their account, you are earning money. The Bitcoin bounty is going to be there. It's something that is going to be there. So it's something that will help in the future. That's okay. It's not network marketing. If you like, get somebody on board. If you like, don't get anybody on board. We will be in the community. But one thing we don't expect from you is to say negative and watch us build the community. if you think it's network marketing, because everything that works in this world, anything that brings money in this world is based on people. The banks make money based on people. I'm using the insurance industry to do the same thing. Even if you are selling, your product moves based on the people. So if you don't want to get people, then how do you sell your product? If you don't want to get people on board, how will you make the money? Will the money come from a thin air? That is why we need this training. People are not well educated. People are not well educated. So training is going to come on for them. They should come on board. I'm also working on that, working on some funds so I can get office. I can get office that I train. I'll be training every week and staff. So please, let's work on that. Let's keep on encouraging them. Let's keep educating them also for them to know how the system is. So any contribution or any adapt from somebody?
Yeah, it's very true that we have to plan a way, or we have to construct a system that we can plug the new members coming to the community, because misinformation always causes problems in the community. Because in the beginning, the approach we used was not the right approach, because we were also told this is what will happen. Until we got the time that we know that this is the right information from the admin, and how we can build and how we can end the poverty. So what I suggest is that if TBC is MLM, TBC never pay in multiples of level. We only pay on the first direct people. And it's like any organization or any government system, when you are registered, you are being plugged into system. That is why we are being paid or controlled by the accountants who pay us, because we are being fixed into the system. TBC also is a system that you plug yourself, so that in order you have a problem, your upline, or you can get to your upline or any leader to assist you. So TBC is not MLM. And one thing is TBC pay better because we pay what you call a Bitcoin bounty, which most of the MLM companies don't pay 50%. But TBC, the moment you do the work and you are being paid 50%, or you get your income. At times when you tell people that admin is going to give you 50%, when you do this, they are going to give you 40%. No. At times it looks like MLM. So all depends on your approach. Tell them if you do the work. What is the work? The work is sharing 10 digital gifts in a month, and this is the money you do. You need not to explain a lot of things to the people. Just make it simple. When they agree, they come on board before you put them into the training system. Now, we lack the training system in Ghana. We don't have a platform or a way that we can train the newbies coming into the community. I think so. When it happens like that, some group of people can also create a scamming system, and they influence the people in, and they exchange your TBC to this. Because most of the fake exchanges came, and they are the people who destroy the TBC community. Because last year by this time, we have a serious people in the community who are doing the work. Ghana population was increasing. TBC was the countries, if you look at the country, Ghana is increasing, but due to the fake exchanges, it scattered everything. So how do we fight the fake exchanges that will come to the community? Because as we started putting our newbies into the system, we start training our people, definitely the community will start growing. The scammers will come into the community again. How are we going to put some measure to those scammers? We have to be planning about it in Ghana. How we can address them, how we can broadcast them, so that people know that this kind of system that are coming. Or do we create a platform that we will list all fake systems that are coming in, so that people will be aware? We need to address that one too. Because I'm seeing something. Whenever we are building a community, get to a point, scammers will come and create fake exchanges and destroy everything. You mark it, I'm telling you, from by the close of this year, if we see the number of people moving positively in TBC community Ghana, scammers will come again. Our own people are scamming the newbies.
Yeah.
How do we address that?
So thank you very much, Mr. John. Before I come to Mr. Prosper again.
Hello. Okay.
Okay, we have Reverend Abundant. Okay, I'll come to you shortly. how the only way that I see that we can fight these people is by training. I think that will be the only way. By training and educating the newbies, the new people and the old people. There is nobody that is coming from anywhere to bring these coming exchanges. It is within the community. That is why now we, the leaders, need to come together. So as now that we come together, we need to continue in this. With the training, physical training, Zoom training. I am very, very serious about what I'm saying right now, because as Mr. John said, we need to, because Ghana years back, even yesterday, last year, we struggled with most of these things and stuff where Ghana was going up. They have to come and bring the community down. But now we said, no, we are not going to allow that. And how are we going to fight those people? By the education. The leaders, then it was misinformation that caused all those things. So now the effectiveness is there. Training will be held every week. Zoom training. I'll be hosting the Zoom training every week. The leaders, with the leaders, the community, we need to come together, bring our heads together, and hold this meeting and train the community. And also, there is going to be a conferences. I'm working on that. That one will travel through all the regions in Ghana here. The regions in Ghana here, conferences after conference after conferences, on how the members can be secured, how we can maintain the old people and bring new people on board, and how we can teach them also to get people on board so we achieve our goal. Because whilst the merchants are there, the merchants we are bringing, when they are on board, scammers also will come. So I think the best way to fight them is by the education. That is the best way. So please, let me take Mr. Prosper before I come to Reverend Abanda. So Mr. Prosper, please unmute yourself, sir.
It's just to add to what John was saying, especially. I mean, two things, or let me say three things. You know, Pastor Isaac raised an issue concerning the Telegram. Yes, it's better the Telegram mic you've created them after our program, these two programs, the Fun Day and Anniversary. As soon as we come out, that Telegram group should be active so that we can enroll almost every division in Ghana on it. You understand? So that when we have an issue, it's just channeled to that. Everybody can go there and have an idea of what we are going to do. And then if we say Zoom meeting today, everybody knows. Because concerning the WhatsApp groups, Mikey, you can just imagine when you called me this evening, when you were so busy at the meeting, somebody was just spamming the groups, going up and down, posting issues on different posts. I mean, you are just disturbing. You understand? But supposing we are all on one group on the Telegram, as soon as somebody posts it, somebody will see, a leader will see him quickly to advise him or maybe just discipline him. That person can stay or maybe we'll just take him off. And that is all. You see, so that we can narrow all of us into one particular channel. Then our education can go on proper. That is one. And then two, with what John said, our office is very, 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 very important. People can have their individual offices. But currently, as we don't have our normal office or maybe national office, it's very necessary for us to look for one. So that at least physical training somebody can just walk there and go and have his physical training. Maybe we can arrange, maybe like you said, every week there will be a daily training for maybe between this time to this time. So people can just walk in and come and have their training. People can come from far, maybe with their group from different places, maybe from Dodowa, from Sawam, they've gathered 50, 40 people, they are coming for training. They'll come and have their training, they go back, they know that they are well established and they understand everything. So our office is very, very, very one of the key factors, very, very important. And then lastly is going to, we building ourselves to go to various regions. Even yesterday, I spoke with a lady in Kumasi. That lady was saying that her upliner is John. And it seems for some time, John has not been Ghana. So John is busy. John will come. What am I trying to say? She said in Kumasi, almost of them, they have died down. It's like there's no educative, no encouragement, just because of mega cash issue. That has let a lot of people quail into their shelves. Even military officers and their wives, a lot of people even don't want to hear about TBC. So as they've seen us bringing this fun day out and this 4th anniversary, the woman says she's pleading with us. They have more than 500 people that she can mention, so that we can come and have a proper conference, a proper training to bring the people back. Because people have TBCs and dislike the thing, they don't know what to do about it. So these 3 key issues are very, very, very important. Let us take proper note of it and build upon it, so that when we finish all that is ahead of us after this program, we just concentrate on that and move regions to regions, locations to locations. Let the people know what we are and what we are doing. It's very, very necessary. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prosper. We have less than 8 minutes to be out of here. Let me take Reverend Abandon.
Okay, yeah, Michael. I want to say that, you see, when we bring on board the new babes,
Yeah.
I think the first thing we need to tell them that TBC has no exchanges. That should be the first thing that should go into their head, that TBC has no exchanges. And so if they are on any platform and somebody calls them or they see anything that TBC is changing, maybe $20 to 5 TBC, blah, 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 and all that, it has no exchanges. If they get to understand this in the first instance, then the reduction of scamming people will be reduced. If we don't do that and we just tell them they register and that is all, somebody will tell them and they will believe and they will be scammed. So I personally believe that as we are here and discussing this issue, the first thing we must let others know is that when we recruit or register our new people, let them understand that TBC has no exchanges. And so when we do that, we'll help them from people scamming them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reverend Abandon. We have Diamond here. We have Diamond. We want to hear from you, sir. Please, your name, and we want to hear from you, sir.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you very much for opportunity. Well, I just also joined it and I'm listening to you leaders. First of all, I want to thank John very well for constant education he has been giving to me. And based on his explanation, sometimes I engage him an hour, we'll be talking for me to get insight into it, and I'm very grateful to him. And I also want to thank all of you for bringing this on board, because education, like you've already said, is the key. Lack of it will all form our personal opinion and perception, which eventually might be not the right one. So as you come out with this, it's very good, and I think the physical office that you've talked about, we should have it so that we have some visible activity over there. That will also boost up our image as well. So I don't have much to say than to listen to you guys. So I'm very grateful. Thank you very much. End it
Thank
here
you.
for now.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Please, we have our 5 minutes. Any contribution, any add up, any suggestion? Okay, Mr. Prosper, please, you can begin.
Yeah, this is just a quick one. It's concerning our anniversary. We've been the leaders. I think last time Pastor Isaac asked I mean, the role in which everybody will play to make the program successful. Just to let everybody know that we are almost to, I mean, let's say, the finishing side. Everybody should get ready very soon. Michael will let us know program line out and the role everybody will play. So this is just a quick one that I want everybody to know, so that we will prepare ourselves for everybody's duty, how we will also play in the program, where everybody will fail, whatever everybody will do. So that is just a quick one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Prosper, for bringing our attention to that. So as we all know, we have about 1.5 weeks for the program. The program is just next week Thursday. So please, the information, the details, let's start submitting our information. We are expected, each leader is expected to get at least 30 people each.
Have you increased it? It used to be 20.
20.
It used to be 20.
Working.
Have you increased it?
Okay, then maybe now our food has been increased. That's why.
Anyway,
So
that's just by the way.
Please, I want to bring this to our notice. The leaders that we've added to the platform by ourselves, please, let's get in touch to them and communicate to them that this is the task each and every leader is holding. So please, let's get into our attention. Most of them, we never heard from them ever since they have been added to the group. So please, let's get back to them. If we know we've added leaders, but most of us are part, all of us. So please, let's get back to them, talk to them, remind them this is what is expected. So please show yourself in the leadership board, in the leadership group, or you will move to the team B. Please, let's take note of that. This is the time for us to make it happen. Okay, Mr. Prosper, again, this is your last chance, please.
Yes. Sorry for disturbing. It's just all about our merchant. We've created a page for them, and the page has been very silent. Actually, I just want to entreat everybody who maybe once in a while we'll post something on that page to let them feel at home, knowing what we are doing, so that they will encourage. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. So that is that for our tax. So the merchant.
Michael, there's something I wanted to say.
Okay, just please a minute.
Okay.
I'll get to you, please. With the merchant, we will inform them. We inform the merchant on the anniversary day. Those that want to be a merchant and those that are already a merchant will take their details and information and put them into the platform on the anniversary day, on the 4th anniversary day, or on the program. So that is that. So Madam Julie, please, you can come in, please. Okay. You can come in now.
Thank you. Regarding the training, just stepping back a little, regarding the training for new members and the old members, it's so troubling that this morning I even created a WhatsApp group called TBC Classes. And I put a lot of the people who are new, who just came in maybe yesterday, and some of the old ones that I know should go through some training. Some of them have learned a little bit, but the whole situation is so pathetic. So I had to just grab some people and shove them in that class and give them, like, we're going to be doing some work here. And some of them are really grateful. They're grateful to learn things. And some of them are grumbling. They're scared to even click on their links. Some don't want to click on the link to go to their back office or to go to the wallet. I don't know what they're terrified of.
Okay.
So yes, I have class, and it's a good idea about the training. Yeah.
So that's great. So that's the only thing that can boost the communities. The training, as for the training, no matter what happens, either one is tired or one is not tired, the training will still be held. So I'll be giving the date where the training will start for the whole community, because for now, we the leaders are having our training and meetings. So after our own, we will move to the community to set them on fire. So I believe our time is up. So if there is no contribution again or anything, then on that note, I want to bring this great meeting to an end. So hopefully we meet again on Thursday, same time for our next training section. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Guys,
Bye.
bye.